Hey guys, I'm Jasmine, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Flamin' Hot Cheeto lunch, as well as I'm going to be yapping with y'all about some different things. But this is from Kroger. I'm going to insert a little clip of what it really looks like. Alright, we got some hot Cheeto sushi. This is a Flamin' Hot California roll I bought from Kroger. It has Flamin' Hot Cheetos, imitation crab, salad, avocado, and cucumber, and it was $8.99. And this is what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm hoping this is good. I've been wanting to try this for almost 6 months now. I feel like it's been more than 6 months because I feel like they came out with this sometime last year. But every time I wanted it, it was sold out. I did do another sushi mukbang type of review video, so if you guys want to watch that, you can. Occasionally I do little chit-chatty mukbangs. I used to do them on my old channel. I do a lot of food reviews as well as vlogs, but hopefully you guys can see that. This is what it looks like, covered in hot Cheeto goodness. Now, they didn't give me any chopsticks because I did get this delivered, but I had some already at home, so it's fine. I do have a topic I'm gonna talk with you guys about, but I just want to try the sushi first. All right, and it does come with a ginger and wasabi, but I'm not gonna hold you. We not doing that. We not about to eat that. Mainly because, listen, I like spicy stuff, but not like that. I like spicy stuff with flavor, and to me, wasabi does not have flavor. It's just hot. It's just heat. Alright. That's what it looks like. So it's good, but I barely taste hot Cheetos. Yeah, it's kind of faint. I barely even taste hot Cheetos, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. But if you don't know, normally I get on Reddit. I'll find different topics to talk about occasionally on my YouTube channel. So someone asked, what is something that feels completely normal in 2026 but would have absolutely shocked someone from 2015? Now, one of the first ones I'm going to say is cars driving on their own. Now, I'm not sure if that was a thing before 2015, but I know my husband, he ended up going out of town, and him and his partner, they ended up in one of those cars where there was no driver. It was literally just you hop in the back seat and then the car would drive on its own. And I'm like, that's terrifying. But he told me it was a safe ride, even though he was very skeptical. But yeah, I never would have thought that's a thing. There's also the factor of subscriptions being everything. Like, everything has a subscription. You know, obviously we have the streaming platforms and we have like regular getting cable, stuff like that, internet, electricity. But, you know, I never thought about electricity being a subscription till now, but technically I guess it is. Even though they be increasing the price and it's not consistent. You know, now you can get your vitamins as a subscription, toilet paper, paper plates if you use them. You can get flower, plant subscriptions. You can get grocery subscriptions. You can get subscriptions for anything and everything nowadays. Q-tips. Even software. I think the software thing is the one I understand, but it's like, for example, I remember Photoshop and Adobe certain products used to be, you know, you buy the disc, and now everything is subscription based. I feel like when some things become a subscription, that's when I pivot to owning stuff. That's one of the reasons why I started investing more in physical media these past couple years. There's always the concept that there are so many different platforms that have all these different movies, but a lot of times they will remove these movies and these shows. Now what do? What if you want to watch it? You can't because you don't own it. Or a lot of times some of these shows and stuff will just be wiped from the face of the earth. And it's like, well, what do you do? And now a lot of companies are not printing physical media as much, which really sucks. You kind of do have to backlog and just have your own collection at this point in time. Even when it comes to ebooks, there was this discourse a little while ago. I'm about to eat, I'm sorry, y'all. But, ooh, not it falling apart because I was... Anyways, there was this discourse a while ago because they were saying how, I can't remember if it was Amazon allegedly, I have to say allegedly, but I can't remember, but they were saying how even if you buy an ebook, you don't necessarily own the ebook. It's like you're renting it for a period of time. And to me, that's crazy, especially if you're paying full price for a book. But, see, all this yapping and my junk done fell apart. You really gotta own stuff or start using the local library, stuff like that. Because it's really crazy. And it's just the fact that so much stuff is becoming out of print now because everything is digital. I don't know, it's very concerning, to be honest. Then someone also said people making a full-time living from live streams and like short-form content. Again, sorry if it sounds like I'm smacking y'all. I always have to explain my jaws are thin. This was pretty good though. I never would have thought though that people would be making full-time income from live stream the way they are now. It's actually kind of crazy. For example, I have a completely separate channel from this one. This one is just like my whatever channel. My other channel, I react to different shows and movies, completely different from other people's. I literally watch the movie in real time and I give a summary of what I just watched while also reacting to it. And a decent amount of people actually like the videos because it does give you a different perspective and it's not like you're actually watching the movie. And I do appreciate everybody who watches my content over there. I will leave it linked down below in the description box. But, so for example, there are some people that I support because I want them to keep their content going. And maybe that's what it is. But I will say, I remember I was watching this one guy's live stream like 2 years ago. And people were giving him like $50 all throughout the live that he was doing. And don't get me wrong, like, it was nothing wrong with his live stream. Like, he was actually giving tips about certain things. But it's just crazy to me that people will pay regular people, I guess, just to talk. I would love that for me. But at the same time, it's just always so interesting to me how that stuff goes. And people really be building these big fan bases. Like Kai Cenat or, what's his name? I Shall Stop Speed, I think. It's just an interesting concept. It does make me wonder how many people that are much older are able to make money that way. Or like, even with the concept of short form content, I never thought that that would be a thing where people would be making a lot of money with that one. Because I completely get long form content, but I never realized with the change with TikTok and then Instagram having reels and Facebook having reels, short form has really taken over. It is really unfortunate though, because I was watching this documentary recently. I think it was like on 60 Minutes, and they were talking about the impact of consuming stuff at such a quick rate and how it basically causes issues with your brain, but it's not a topic that's talked much about. I'll leave a link to the documentary down below because I go into more detail about it in a future, or potentially it's already posted. Hopefully it'll be posted by the time this video goes up, where I have it linked in the card somewhere. You know, it's like with most things, when you overconsume too much, it's not good. And it's hard to manage it when it's everywhere and easily accessible to you. It's just like with doing mukbangs. Lots of people will consume a lot of food and, you know, their stomachs will expand. And they'll keep consuming a lot of food, all for views, and also they can get paid. I get it, but at the cost of what? You know what I mean? It's really unfortunate. I was actually watching one of my friend's videos too, the Rose Rundown. Well, Miss Rose Things, because she has 2 channels, and I'll post a picture of her video where I'm referencing to, because she was talking a little bit about that as well. I'll also leave a link to her video. You do have to be mindful of your consumption in any type of way. When it comes to anything, for example, I'm in the middle of doing a no juice, no soda month. For me, it has been very enlightening as far as, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I do have a addiction a little bit to juice and pop. So I realized I need to stop consuming it as much. And I will say, I think this is day 22. I'm almost down to like the end of the month. I'm not really as pressed about it like I was at the beginning of the month, like where I felt like I was really craving it bad. Don't get me wrong, I do want some pop. I do want some juice. But at the same time, because you know what they say, when you set up habits, it can take, was it 2 or 3 weeks to set up a habit. Once you've done something for a while, it becomes easier to make it a part of your natural daily. It does have me contemplating, because I mentioned in my weekly series, because I have been updating you guys about what my experience has been like without juice or pop. It has been a very interesting experience, because it does make me realize the impact of consuming something over the top and like taking too much of something or making something a habit, because I feel like that's with everything when it comes to eating, when it comes to drinking juice, drinking pop, drinking in general, like alcohol and stuff, when it comes to smoking if you're a smoker, or buying if you have a shopping addiction. I also did a video about that as well recently, how influencers end up having shopping addictions and stuff like that. I feel like I'm gonna probably do a couple more videos about that topic, because I feel like I can expand more about a couple of different things within that. I don't know, it's just, you do have to be mindful with your media consumption as well, and find ways to keep your brainwaves active. It's just like how another thing that I didn't think would be normal is us consuming AI, using AI the way that we do. I don't know, it's, once you get used to using something or doing something, it can become overconsumption, and sometimes it can make you lazy, or sometimes it can make you gain weight when it comes to mukbangs, or sometimes it can make you where your brain is not thinking the way it should be when it comes to AI or consuming media. But again, it's not a topic that's talked about a lot, and it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me to be mindful about it, even though I'm kind of talking to y'all about it, because when I'm in the moment, I hop on Instagram, you know, I'm scrolling because my algorithm is so curated to me. I'm cackling. I'm finding new food to try. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you don't need to be scrolling for an hour. You don't need to be scrolling for 30 minutes. Find something else to do. That's why I feel like it's also really important to give yourself, because you can actually set timers, like daily timers, where on Instagram, TikTok, I don't know if Facebook has one, but where it's like you can put in there, hey, I only want to be on here for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes a day, and you can set that. And then once you've been on there for X amount of time, it'll tell you like, hey, time to clock out. So, you know, that's something you could do to manage that, but it's really unfortunate to think about the state of affairs and how things are going when it comes to how social media is like good, but it's to a degree, but it's also very harmful, because it's just so much stuff out there. It's just like, it's so many videos I did. It's just like I did a video recently about my random intrusive thoughts, but I was talking about a situation where somebody was sharing misinformation and it reached a grand amount of audiences. And it's like, it could be harmful if somebody is telling you the wrong thing and then people are believing in it. Because I also did a video about how you need to fact check stuff on the internet. It's a lot. It's a lot, because I've been talking so much, and I explained to you guys in a video previously how when I talk too much, my stomach ends up filling up with hot air and I get full way faster. So I'm gonna save these for a little snack for later. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me yapping. I really appreciate you guys for coming through, Feel free to check out my vlogs and my other yappy videos, the videos I mentioned previously in this video. Let me know if you want me. Actually, I'm gonna continue doing mukbangs because I used to do them on my other channel, and it was always fun for me to just yap and talk about stuff because I actually do watch mukbangers myself, but I only like watching mukbangers who yap. I don't like mukbangers who just eat and that's it. That's not my gig. I don't want to focus on that. I want you to be talking about something like you're talking to me, almost like a friend is yapping with me and eating. Because for me, when it comes to mukbangs, my vision is like, if I'm talking to you and eating, for some reason in my head I'm like, okay, whoever's watching this, they're on the other side of the screen and they are eating too. They are munching too as I am talking about whatever I'm talking about, and then y'all can share with me y'all thoughts in the comments. That's literally how I view things when I interpret mukbangs. Like, I'm eating with you guys, whether you're eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or a snack or something, a dessert, whatever. And that's the vibe that I like. Hopefully you guys like my mukbang. I'll leave a link to my prior mukbangs because I've talked about various topics on my other channel when I did mukbangs, when I was trying to figure out what I was trying to do. But yeah, make sure you guys check those out. I'll be seeing y'all again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.